Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Nerdist the Human, and welcome back to our Slavic campaign. You join me as the Sarmatians offer peace. Offer peace at long last. You know, I'm going to accept for now. We're going to try and swap some map information. They might not be happy instantly, except we are attack. No. That's one way of getting a peace deal, isn't it, guys? Anyway, with a slightly interesting peace deal done, we can get going. Oh, Christian. Now, we don't actually have any Christians, but I don't mind some of the new territories being run by Christian if they are already Christian. We can go and get our Aryan priests on horseback. Yeah, why not? Why not indeed? So, Johanna, is that the young girl? She's at least not 13 or 12 anymore, so that's something, eh? Otherwise, we're getting ourselves some troops together. We've lost control of the tower, which is just the rebels are on there, so better go get ourselves a force together to go and deal with that. So, they're not very happy if I do that, are they? No, they're not. Don't know why taking more out would have helped Thomas. It's fine. I don't think we need all the infantry, to be fair, to go and deal with the rebels. That's fine. So, we'll just put these lads out here. Ah, there are some Romans around as well. Maybe they're just clearing off the rebels there. I hope so, but they did break up our alliance previously, didn't they? Because we used to be allied, and they sided with the other lads. Yeah, that's right. We became allies of the Goths and the Romans, and they both turned us down and betrayed us when the Sarmatians or the Roxolani attacked. That's right, because everybody hates us, which is not ideal, but that just seems to be the way it is in this Slavic world. So, we've got ourselves some lads over here ready to clear out barbarians. Actually, quite a lot there. Oh yes, I'm supposed to send the horse archers along to help. We'll send along an extra general, and we should be fine. I'm not sure we can quite reach right now, but that's absolutely okay. We'll get on with that next time. So, with the border potentially okay for a short amount of time, we can go and lay our watchtowers. We want one right here, please. A good bit of vision over what they are doing. Okay, they have themselves a full stack over here. Quite a bit of experience, but we'll run them down if we need to. You, sir, can keep wandering around. Maybe we'll leave one over. Yeah, let's leave one over there as well. You, sir, go and join him just in case we need some support. So, yes, we've a bit of peace of Sarmatians. It just buys us time. Unfortunately, we weren't able to, because of the Saxon attack, we weren't able to go and snap up these rebel territories. But it's still a good border. We've got the Danube here, of course, so we've kind of got the border that we would indeed like to have. So for short term, it just means we can mop up some of the rebels before we get on with our next war. Now, realistically, we do, of course, want to go and swing down to Constantinople, but I would say they are my allies for now. I'm a little bit worried about these guys. They're just floated around with quite a big force, and we look fairly weak, it must be said. So we'll just swing ourselves back towards the city. And I'm just going to get some peasants here just to basically keep the town filled up when we leave it next time. Because I think we're going to be bringing our forces over potentially pretty soon. If not, to swing over to them to swing down here. So we end our turn. Lovely, our troops have got back over to the old Scythian borders there. Not a lot happening. The Goths pretending to chat with us. This happens every end turn, by the way. We do have a spy in their city, but it hasn't rebelled. No Ostrogoths for the moment, sadly. Sarmatians, after getting peace, declared me... well, they threatened me, and now they're sending spies in. So I don't think that's going to last, do you? But there's someone around. Ah! Oh, this is sooner than expected, to say the least. Let's withdraw. We're onto the bridge. Okay, this... We might be on the bridge, but this is not quite how I'd like to fight this battle. Okay, this might be a case of auto-resolve and just let it fall back to the city. Oh, we can't do it. I'd say, yeah, let's auto-resolve. A few men lost, back into the city. That's fine. Unfortunately now, though, they occupy the bridge, which is really the last thing we wanted. They've got a nice early strike on us there. Now, we have our army over here, Campus Chatty. That is instantly miserable, which is really quite irritating. So I could do with them not rebelling. Do we have anyone we'd like to just send back to the city? Honestly, I could really do with all the units I've got right now. Maybe one unit of archers. One of these basic archers can go back. That does the job. That's fine. That's fine. So, at war with the Western Empire. And they've broken our alliance as well. So we've got no friends at all. Honestly, this Slavic campaign is just a long journey of being beaten up and abused by everyone else in Europe. Okay. Can I afford anything if I do that? No, I now can't afford the peasants either. That was really stupid, Thomas. So, on the plus side, we can do something, I guess. At least we're not at war with the Sarmatians for now. Right, you sir. You're oh, we got tons of lads over here. You know what? We need you down here because you are pretty darn strong. You guys can stay as our auxiliary defence force. The Christian lad. What do I do with him? I'm going to send you up north, sir. You can go and look after Vickers Vindali. And you, sir, can go and take out the random units. I'm hoping they're just archers. You've got 4 experience. You can probably do it. Yes, down here. We need to figure out a force to go and attack our lovely friends in Eastern Rome. Why does everyone hate us? This is just horrible. There's only actually 2 units there. We might just sneak attack it if we are sensible about it. So, Vickers Samatai, I suggest what we do then is start sending some of our experienced lads over. Can we afford to do that with public order? Probably not, unfortunately. You're on a high tax rate, so we can get away with that. You lads join up with him. That would be perfect. And you 2 lads start moving over here. I should have checked if that was alright. It's not okay. But we'll make it work for us. It's absolutely fine. So these lads will join together with them. And otherwise we'll just leave those lads in their various little towns. Gosh, this is a ridiculously grueling campaign. This territory is just not really worth very much, is it? No, it's not. Well, let's hopefully get these guys to attack this bridge, because this is our best chance of managing to hold them off. It would help if I had any economy, but of course I have I'm at war with everyone constantly, so my troops are very scattered. On the plus side, we can at least clear out some rebels to get the day going. Mostly peasants, that's marvellous. Let's hit in, let's cleanse our soul with the finishing off of some peasants. This is quite simply a very easy case of charge everyone mentally towards them. And by that I just mean like the horse archers, to be honest. They can all swing across to that side. I think this is the only units of spears that my main cav general need to avoid. Otherwise they can all swing over here. And the generals are just going to charge in. As long as we take out those Lombard archers, all should be grand. And you lads over here, you can group together and just run in that general direction. Spear warband, if you want to get shot by these lads, that would be ideal. I'm going to send these guys around. And the generals have ploughed straight into those peasants and ended their lives instantaneously, which is what we all wanted. Lombard archers are also being pinned, which means they aren't shooting at us, which is also grand. So I'm just going to pull... No, it's fine. They're all routing. They're all routing. Woohoo! Peasants ahoy! You could all be part of my economy, but no. You decide to run and die instead. Oh well, all is fine. So, if our warlords can just take out their warlord, that'd be perfect. Spear warband getting shot down. Just pull out there, lads. Don't get yourself speared to death. You guys start charging them down. I told you not to die a death. Just get out. And that's fine. You sir, swing into them. You sir, just pull out. And no, that's fine. You guys swing over there. General can actually come back over here. And we really don't want to get trapped by those spearmen. All missiles. Can you start shooting at this lad here? He's actually running away, which is kind of ridiculous. You should have just listened to what I asked you to do. But it's fine. We will just try and vaguely regroup as we go and knock out the general. The general's the only one causing us any problems, really. Yeah, you are now seeing that they are actually going down properly this time. Cav, go and charge them down because they've regrouped a little bit.
Our warriors would die rather than run.
Yes, they'd rather die than run. And indeed they are going to melt. So you just charge after them. They're routing, and the cav can go and take on whoever is left not routing. There we are, those peasants are melted. These peasants are about to melt. Those steppe horses are fleeing because they're absolute fools. But it is just coming down to a little bit of mopping up duty. We've lost a tiny bit, but honestly, not all that much. Potentially could be more careful with a few of the men. But on the whole, I'm pretty pleased with the work done here. So peasants all cleared out, very minimal losses for us, and hopefully a little bit of experience going forward. See you back on the campaign map. Whew, 755 kills and 27. Well, that was an efficient bit of peasant crushing, wasn't it? Feel very English right now. So let's head back to Campus Marco Manni. Can you quite make it? Sadly not. Sadly not. So they're going to be a little bit unhappy. Hopefully we won't have too many riots in the end turn here. What are we going to do, ladies and gentlemen? I don't know. This campaign is just pulling me too many directions at once. At least the Sassanids aren't at war with me. They've probably just jinxed that. In general, though, I think it's a matter of waiting to see what they do, because you might have a problem if they go and attack Vicar Saxones, but I think together with the two forces we should be able to win, but it might be pretty tricky. Let's end a turn and see what happens. Predictably, Vicar Saxones is put under siege. Now, apart from the fact I have a couple family members in there, I could just try and go around them and attack their city, albeit that apparently there's tons of troops in as well. That's ridiculous. Right, I'm going to just put him over here on the bridge for now. They haven't got any equipment straight away, so that's something, isn't it? Diplomatic information, Alameni and the van. Oh, great, they've got ceasefires across the board as well. Faction announcements, nothing interesting as it expands. I can't afford that. And I'm losing money again. Brilliant. This is absolutely fantastic. Some point we'll be able to do something, ladies and gentlemen. I'm probably going to go and swing down and attack these guys, because to hell with them. It looks like the easier pickings as things goes. So you lads head back with this guy. You have yourself as a new general now, and you can get on with that. This lad over here, we do have some public order in this area, luckily. They haven't decided to rebel, which is perfect. We'll just need to clear out these guys while I sort these out. But it doesn't look like there's too much to do in this turn, so I'll just mop up around and we'll see what happens with the Western Romans. Interesting, I've been offered alliance and map information from the Eastern Empire. Certainly going to do that. I don't know if that means I will immediately have peace with the West. We will see what that means for us. Certainly be good if that is the case. So try increase for our spy. We ignore the right. In Constantinople, yes, one unit, but there's a whole full stack outside, and it's very, very scary. So I think allies, yes, we'll stick with the allies, shall we? So we'll just send him westward. Yes, I think we will keep them on side for now. And ceasefire between the West and the Slavs. Thank Jeebus. Thank him very, very much. So, if you, sir, would like to head back towards that bridge, that'd be grand. If you would like to go home, sir, that would be lovely. Just lovely. And Campus Quaddy. Now, we don't have any money, which definitely not being able to trade with Rome is going to be hampering. So we can go chat with them. That would be ideal. That does mean we can start to... There's more people over here. Does mean that we can start to gather our forces in this direction. Let's just give these guys a poke. They're going to run away. We'll deal with them momentarily. So, bit of an army, but it's not really enough to gather on the border, is it? I don't think so. I'd like to go and do that, but I can't quite manage it right now. So, I think what I'm going to have to do is, let's just have a quick peek at my finances. It's yeah, we are vaguely gaining a little bit again, but not an awful lot. I think then if the Goths are going to be allies of the Sarmatians, did I just see that? I'm making that up. Yeah, they're allies of the Sarmatians. We might well have to try and do something about these two guys. This force can certainly go and deal with the Sarmatian capital, so I think that's what I want to do with those lads over there. In general, things are a bit squeaky bum at the moment, but I think this is a bit of a transitional era for us. It's just about managing some of our some of our politics. We want to keep the Western Roman Empire fine by attacking their allies. I haven't really got any choice, have I, though? I really need to be attacking them. That is, well, I need to be attacking these guys. I think these guys have to go down. Take the Sarmatians out of their game properly. Maybe smash the Goths. I'm not entirely sure. And at some point, annoyingly, the East has managed to get Salona. Because I want to get that. So, well, we'll see how this goes. We'll see how it goes. But for now, I'm a little bit perplexed as to how we make our next move. Well, scrap everything I just said because they're back at war with the Western Empire again. And now they're allies with Sarmatians as well. Which means we've broken our alliance with the East again, or that has been broken off. I'm hoping that they just bring us back to peace pretty much immediately. So we'll just move things back over there. And, I don't know, we're going to have to send this force westward. It's going to have to be the way we do this. So. Let's gather our forces, shall we? Now, Hildrick. Do we want to keep you back here? I think so. We're going to take Hildrick. In fact, we're going to take pretty much everybody apart from him. Now, we've got ourselves a few more lads coming from over here, actually, don't we? So, are any of you lads a bit less experienced? We can send back that band if we need to. 65. Best, we can keep some free ability archers there. Ah, this is irritating. Right, how many infantry do I have? Actually, I have quite a lot here. I can probably afford that. So. This force, where are they? How are they going to swing around? Can't really go for the Gothland because we'll end up at war with them. We'll go through their land, just in the north here, and we'll swing around and meet this lad who will just join us in battle. I think that will be grand. Some more rebels. Endless rebels! Endless rebels, endless wars. We can't manage to get anything done. More rebels! I've never known a campaign quite like this. I mean, I've played as like all sorts of random factions, but this has to be the most all-encompassing one. I mean, you can play as like the Western Empire here, and yes, it's ridiculous with all the, you know, rebellion cities, but as long as you like go and pick Christianity or paganism quite quickly, you can, you know, focus your energies on converting everything. You can control your public order, you can rebuild up your economy, you can smash everything, it's fine. You know, if you play as the Franks, you can go and smash into Western Rome where they're weak and you've got a good power base. You can do that as pretty much everyone, except it seems that these guys... I've done the Berbers before, the Berbers years ago. That was fine. I went and smashed the Western Empire without too many issues, to be honest. Albeit I might go and do a Berber campaign again, because I do think that'll be an intriguing one. But this one, this particular campaign, I think it's just because the lands we've got up here is so terrible. There's so many rebels constantly. Public order's a nightmare, even though we're all pagan. God knows what's going on. This lad's going to be too slow getting back to the city before that rebels, which will be a nightmare. Everything's constantly miserable, which I guess is typical on Barbarian Invasion, but I can't do anything about anything. Utter chaos. Now, see, if I could afford to send my troops, because the towns are happy, it'd be alright, but I can't really do very much at all. My main auxiliary power I have right now is this force, which is going to swing round and go and attack the Sarmatian capital, which, albeit they're neutral, they're not really, are they? Look at them. Look at them. Okay, so. I just spoke to the Western Empire just before I ended my turn and got ceasefire and trade rights. They've immediately turned around and decided to go and murder me. That's lovely, mate. It's lovely. I feel like Clef might lose this battle. Probably will, because there's yep, these guys are far superior to us. So yes, this should be very interesting indeed. We'll do as much damage as we can, try and get Clef out alive. I don't think there's a great chance here, other than it's a bridge battle, but they have obviously Palatina. They have Palatina, come on. Experience on their lads as well, a little bit at least. Few damaged troops, a couple of peasants. If they send some of the damaged lads in at the front, we've got a chance, because actually we've probably about the same number of units, albeit we have a few damaged. Right, well, into a huge battle. This felt inevitable, but I'd much rather do this than try and defend the city. So, Clef, come on, you've had a magnificent time as leader. You've done great things, but this could be your biggest challenge yet. Let's see if he can take on the great Pax Romana. Right, well, we're going to get ourselves into a position on the bridge here. I'm pretty certain we are likely to lose, even if the game says it's evenly matched. But, yeah, I'm not especially happy with how we are at the start here. I would, though, if you can get shots into their side, that would be grand, lads. I'm going to tell them to stop, just so that they don't just follow shitting them forever. Well, that's not too shabby. Now, we've got ourselves a couple units here in case they try and cross the water. The Romans don't generally have too many units who will cross the water. But I'm lacking in infantry. I'd like to have a lot more. We'll just see who comes to the front. If we get ourselves cav coming at the front, then I'm very much... Oh, look, those committee sensors are being knocked back, aren't they? Yeah, if they're going to use cavalry at the front, I'm tempted to go into Shiltram. But I think I'm probably best off sticking with spears and just a few axemen in the centre. We'll see about that. General's going to stay nice and close. We've got Clef to inspire us. Theirs is a rookie general. Got to bear that in mind. This time that we're shooting them now is key. Their archers, only 3 of them. Let's just get these guys to finish them off. And these guys, make sure you're not wasting your ammo. Shoot at those archers, please. They are about to charge. Are they? Or are they going to reform? Well, they're reforming because we just killed a unit. That's good. So if you can, you focus on those peasants, just quickly take them out. They might reform again. Good. Good, good, good. Okay. They're taking their time, which suits us, down to the ground. I think from this point it's going to be... Yeah, it's not going to be so good, is it? If their unit at the front, though, is already quite badly battered, good chance of a rout. So that's what we want. Just what we want. And we are obviously, our archers, majority of them anyway, shooting on the non-shield side. See, they hold their shields in those left hands. Does mean that they're a bit more vulnerable to getting hit. So they're taking the shots right now. I don't want to use up all my arrows, but I do want to use as many as I can at this early stage. Just gives me a chance to weaken them down and shorten their ranks. Now you guys, you can shoot their foederati. That would be lovely. You guys shoot at them too. We do have the other unit here just to finish off those archers. Foederati cav over there. Shoot at them, please. Actually, no, don't. Fire. Fire shots into them. Now you, sirs, your job is just to block those cav as they come up. And we're going to get some units in. Fire arrows coming in. That's good. Taking casualties. Exposed flanks. That should work well. And if my archers... can all just shoot into, I don't know, somewhere around here. That will be ideal. Peasants are coming across here. We're just going to bring these horses back into that position. They're all off skirmish mode, so that should be good. Okay. These guys are eager. They are losing a few men. It's 4 to 24% at the moment. And get these guys to charge into the peasants. Charge in! That should, hopefully, not panic these guys. And, yep, that's it. They've routed. You guys, pull back as well. If your arrows can all just shoot into these lads, that would be ideal. We've got our swordsmen and our golden band over here to intercept these lads. I don't think they're going to stay in the battle for too long. Fire shots coming in. How are we doing back here? General blow the horn of destiny. It looks like we're losing a few men in this battle. Not quite going as well as I'd hope in terms of the centre, but they're only steady at the moment. Steady, shaken, eager. Okay, this side is collapsing a little bit. You two guys need to now run over here, support that flank before it collapses. Should just about get a time right. Perfect. And head straight into these lads. You'll be absolutely fine. We've just managed to defend that flank in time. That's what we want to see. That is ideal. You guys swing over there. Horse archers, come and defend this position. We're looking alright. We might just be able to win this. Things are going our way. We've lost a lot, though, to them in a very short amount of time. Let's get some shots into their general, because I'm a bit worried about their general. We still need to take him out. Right, go in charge into them, sirs. Go in charge into them. General, you get in there. General, you get in there. We need to start getting all of our cav in. That might just cause a rout. All missiles start shooting into the general part of the pack, please. He won't like the fire. He won't like his friends routing. And I don't think these guys are going to hold too much longer. As long as Clef doesn't randomly die, we should be alright. So their general is... Yeah, there's routes going on in the middle. Routes are starting to happen. And unless we really have a bit of bad luck here, I think we should be able to hold them off here. General is coming in. As long as our general doesn't randomly get killed, and to be honest, in this absolute maelstrom, who knows what's happening. They've got all the routes happening. Flaming arrows coming into their rear. Route going on everywhere. Bombatari, just hit them. Do what you can. Clef is pretty well experienced at this point. He's got a lot more men than they have. Should be fine to do the job. Summation lads, if you just run up to there, you just get right up behind us. Give us as much morale support as possible. You can run there, but also start shooting at them. I'm a bit worried that we've lost most of these units here, but the general, they're down to 12. Clef's doing alright. A bit worried about the rest of the units backing them up, but I think currently the fleeing lads are kind of obstructing everything else. I don't really want to pull back, albeit I'd rather get the surrounding. Okay, we've cleared off the lads in the water, largely. Our arrows are pretty much finished up, so you two lads, when you're done, I need you to become auxiliary infantry. So you guys run over there. You are just about done. Just shoot into... Is anyone particularly weak? Pilatina are a bit low, but they're unlikely to rout, unfortunately. Right, there's a horn blowing. Let's blow our horn as well. Stay here, cowards! Ah, you guys shoot into them. Right, what I'd like to do is just pull back. And yeah, I'm just gonna pull back, I think. And what I would like to do is try and get in a charge. So generals, you pull back into that position. And I don't want that to cause any issues. What I want to do is pull them back into us where we can surround them properly. So you've kind of lost the advantage of the edge of the bridge here. You guys also pull back if you can. You've done great work. Just kind of get out of the way now. We've lost our step raiders. That's fine by me. If you guys want to run, that's fine. But please don't ruin our morale. General's going to pull himself into trouble. Yep, there we are. Warlord's into trouble. And other cav, get in there. Try and support us. We need these guys just to plough in now. Their general's about to go down, and that will be them all melting. I'm pretty certain of that. He's going to get chopped down, is he? He's just escaping at the moment. No, there he goes. And that, hopefully, will help us cause a bit of a rout. Let's just pull back. We'll give them a moment to realise what's just happened to their general. And let's just get all our archers into a position there. Give them room to pull around. You, Cav, just pull out. You've still got some ammo, so you can hang out around the back. These guys don't know what to do anymore. Am I out of arrows entirely? Just that unit. Okay. Right, if they want to pin themselves against their archers, that's fine by me. Cav, start to slam into them. You guys, slam into the Plumbatari. Get a charge in. Get a charge in. Get the charges in. I think we can do it here and now, ladies and gentlemen. Gosh, they won't give up. Even when their general has died and he wasn't even any good. That should be the route. Come on. 2, 3, 4. Not quite the mass route. Got most of them. Yep, I think we've got it now. Just a few Auxilia Palatina. I really need to stay clear of, if I'm honest with you. They are not going to melt anytime soon. No, they just melted. Okay, that's them all. That is them all. Whew. This is no battle. This is I would not call any of these lads cowards. They have fought long and hard, and fair play to all of these Roman scum. But scum is what they are. We've taken some heavy damage, but Clef, Clef was really a difference there. We've lost 50%, they've lost 98%. This is a bloody, bloody battle. A historical battle if ever there was one. Look at the absolute bloodbath. Look at all the damage, though, we did with our archers before they even started crossing. A good amount, it must be said. Whew. Okay. This was a damaging battle because we don't have the ability to retrain these troops. On the plus side, though, the plus side, we can watch circling horses flow down the river. Majestic sight. Beautiful, beautiful sight. Look at that. Whee! Dun, 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 dun. It's like a carousel. A great, great carousel. Heroic victory at that. Let's just have a little look at our troops here. No experience gain for Clef. This side almost died, but he seemed to have just about pulled off survival. Victory loves prudence. Fear us. But please don't attack us again, because we can't handle it. Civil disorder. Yeah, I know. We have big problems. They're faction destroy. Oh no, the Lombardi! The old man, the Mad King himself, finally passed away. He did what no one else could do, which is take himself out. Roman Empire's back at war with the Slavs. Clef's a confident commander. How he didn't have that already, I don't know. Right, Clef. Clef. Hesitant attacker, apparently. He's still got that from that one time I didn't actually go into battle. Veteran horseman. That is great. That is great stuff. But we are deeply, deeply depleted at this point. I've probably got to keep men on this bridge actually to defend myself. So oh no. Right, let's merge a few of these men just to get those guys back up to full strength. These guys are going to have to head back to the city to retrain one day, if ever they can. The archers here did actually get into melee, which is admirable, but unfortunately there's not a lot I can do. I might as well merge them because there's not a lot else that can be done. You guys blend in with them, you lads head home, and otherwise you've got 7 of you. We can mostly merge them together and keep these tiny amount. I mean, it's fine with you because you're horse archers, but the rest of them, it's not really going to be helpful to us, is it? 8 of you, that's just causing a rout. But you can charge them down, so it's not the end of the world. You guys just head home. Okay, we have a few men to guard should that eventuality happen. 32 there, we have 24 there. We might as well blend them together. That gives us 56, enough to cover a flank. It's really unhappy. Can this lad? Is he any? He's terrible. He's just half useful in battle. You sir, you come over here. Vicar Saxonis is also miserable. I can't do anything about the public order. It's ridiculous. There's more rebels here once again. Okay, right, ladies and gentlemen, this is all according to the grand plan. I'm sure you will agree. I'm sure you will all agree about that. But we are going to be swinging round. I can't afford the watchtower. Can't really afford anything. Spy might as well head over to the capital, see if he can get a sight on what's happening. Over here we have enough to defend, but not enough really even to defend the bridge. So I do have some troops here who, in fairness, could be useful. But oh, I thought that might work. Might get the cheeky share of things there, but it's not happening. Okay, I'm just going to send these lads off. That's fine. This place is settled down because they've all been killed by our police, which is what we all need in life. And I'm hoping our economy is just better because we just had so many men die. That is actually the case. That's actually the case. Oh, ridiculous. Well, at least nothing's rebelled, ladies and gentlemen. Right, I'm going to skip ahead a turn or two. Unless nothing interesting happens in the meantime, we'll be swinging the army around this way to go meet the Sarmatians. Some interesting things going on here. The Sarmatians and the Eastern Empire are now at war, but the Eastern Empire broken their alliance with the West. Maybe attacking me several times has really riled them up the wrong way, which is magnificent. So I do have myself some good allies, perhaps at long last. I can trust these lads. I don't think, honestly, lads, it's going to be worth building that. I don't have much money. I'm going to need it for other things. Vicar Saxones, for example, could really do with some retraining of its troops. So that is its best use. Now, we've got ourselves a new general over here. Good old Ibo. Don't know what your job in the world is, but it can probably be to just stand on the bridge with everyone else. Yay! Okay, we've got something to hold. I can't believe we had to use the archers as auxiliary infantry, but the sheer numbers was enough in the end, wasn't it? So that was rather magnificent. On the plus side, ignoring the fact that we have some more rebels appearing, I can at least start to build up a few more forces towards the border here, which is magnificent. And over here, I'm slowly swinging across. To be honest, the only reason I interrupted in the middle of that, I'll come back in a few turns' time, just because of that alliance deal. That was an interesting little change of events. So hopefully, if things don't go too wrong, he says. I wish there was actually a road between these two. We can't actually get there with my men at any point. So we'll just send all of these peasants to go and resettle into Lombardy. Also, this road isn't good enough. The roads around here are terrible. Oh, it's just very upsetting, isn't it? Oh well. As long as not all of them rebel, everything is fine. So. As my men approach the border here, you can see the smoking city of Sirmium. Oh my days! They've just sacked Sirmium. They've just exterminated it. Their men are moving south. I hope they don't know I'm coming here, because I'm ready at both borders now. I've got plenty of men over here. I'm sure it won't rebel. It didn't rebel instantly. We'll go and stand on that bridge there. We have ourselves an old family member who died up here. Oh, the one actually in the town. It seems happier now. That's nice. Got to reclaim our tower over there. Actually, I will send this guy round. Hi! Can I help you, sir? You seem to be lost on the border of my territory. Be very nice if you could avoid that. So. Things certainly getting interesting with the Sarmatians here. They were so nearly dead. I pretty much annihilated them. Wow. Yeah, I had literally like... I could have killed them actually earlier. Or at least could have taken their cities, and then I just didn't want them to hoard. But wow, that's gone in an interesting direction, hasn't it? So, moving forward, it certainly looks like the Sarmatians, this might be a good time to attack, because if they send this army up north, they can come take on the bridge, that's fine. If they send it south, go take on the east, that's fine. Get yourself busy and I'll go and smash you, lads. Works for me, works for me. We'll just see if that comes to anything as I end the next couple of turns. A few interesting little things going on here. Well, first of all, obviously the Romans are getting ready to attack me. There's obviously civil disorder everywhere. But more intriguing than that is down here. They've sent their army further south. And I think that means that I can go and attack their lovely, lovely capital. So send you in 100%. Let's see, 32% chance to get straight in there. Might well be able to do that. Yes, we're going to declare war. The gate, unfortunately, is not open. But next time we will be able to crack in. Carnuntum will also go straight under siege. That works for... That works for me. That works for me entirely. So we're going to hopefully take out a couple cities next turn. I'm looking forward to that. War declared Burgundia in the Western Empire. That's probably down here, isn't it? I imagine that is definitely them. Is it still just the one territory? It is indeed. They're just holding on over there. The Alemanni being taken out. The Franks have killed them. They declared war and killed them almost a turn later, which is interesting. I've declared war with the Sarmatians, which is magnificent. We've actually managed to do some repairing over in the east, which is what I think really needed to be happening. We've got a pub again. We've got a pub, which is great. We'll get ourselves a couple of peasants and maybe they'll settle down. Everyone's been killed. I think we actually lost the leader over there. He might have died though. In fact, people in flight, the Vandals. I just became allies with you. So they activated the Horde. That wasn't very clever, Western Rome. I think that's going to cause them a lot more problems than leaving them with one city. I think you probably should have left them alone, lads. So I think that is certainly interesting. The Vandals are, as I just said, my friends now. And weirdly, this one's got the right sign, this one doesn't. That is odd. That is all fine though. We'll just get ourselves some more peasants and hope for the best. Hopefully all will be absolutely fine. Right, well, I'll see how we get on with this in our turn, because I think we might have a bit of a poke from 1 or 2 positions. No. Weirdly, the Romans haven't attacked us, but they are just kind of gathering their forces. Yet more smashing of everything going on. But I think then, ladies and gentlemen, we will leave it here. I think it might have been a little bit of a short one. I'm not really sure. It's been a bit of a long one to record, but it's been a bit of a bitty thing. There's been kind of odd events happening here and there. A very political day, it must be said. With Carnuntum under siege, that'll be smashed up next time. And their capital, Campus Isages, oh, God knows what I'm supposed to say for that pronunciation. If you want to tell me about that, that'd be grand. But 28,000, ladies and gentlemen, when I sack that, that is going to be a huge amount of money. Don't know how big that is, but that's only a minor city, not quite so much. So we're looking forward to that next time. In terms of diplomacy, we have allies again. In terms of the Vandals, the Eastern Empire, we need to go talk to them and make them properly allies, but they are effectively at this point our allies, I'd like to think. But actually, potentially, yeah, they've got no other friends, so I think they will want to be friends of us. We have no clashing allies or enemies, so I think we should be in a good position. I think the Western Romans are very much tied up with these two guys. I think we can rekindle our little friendship with the East, but I wouldn't mind if they get taken out by a few of the Westerns in the meantime. Wow, the Vandals, weren't you over here? How did you get... Okay, that's fine. That's probably just fine. We'll see. And on that bombshell, we'll leave it for there. I'm Thomas, this is Tenos Human, and this has been our Slavic campaign. Tricky as ever. Thank you, and goodbye. No,
just checking.
Oh, sweetie pie, I've got a deal for you. A sweet little magic card, just $500. Just $500 of my precious dollars.
I'm standing on a chair right now. I can't get down.